Welcome once again. I am Nick Nitro and I am Lord of the Crucible. Today we've got our review of the Ultrasabers Dark Liberator V3. Now, this came in a mystery box. And I was actually kind of surprised when I first saw it. I mean, it initially does look like a relatively plain looking hilt. Has a little bit of a narrow mid-body here, but there's something about it that just looks kind of interesting. Now, before I do many of these reviews, I actually go ahead and try and do a little spinning with them to see how they personally feel to me. Get a little bit of a subjective view to it all. With this one, it felt a little larger than what I'm used to, but, well, I got big hands, okay? Everything feels small to me. But this did enable me to make a couple of catches in midair that almost were mistakes. So it's got that going for it. Everybody's a critic, I know. But let's go ahead and get on with the measurement portion of our review here. So let's go ahead and get the weight out of the way this time. Really? Really? Here we go. Okay. This one comes in at just under 15.5 ounces. So not too bad. Okay. All right. Our overall length. Really? is actually a little shorter than a couple of the other ones that we've had. This is about 11.5 inches long. Come here. I know. I know. Come on. Right there. Okay, up you go. If you leave the leather alone. I like the leather too. Okay, next we typically measure the largest, or the maximum and the minimum diameter of the hilt. So I'm not going to expect too much difference here. I'll look for that later. Okay, so here we've got I think we've got the wrong unit selected. Give me a second. Okay, that is almost 1.5 inches in diameter. Just a little short of that. And like I said, I'm not expecting too much of a difference here. One and a third inches. So here we are. Go ahead and get the blade in here. As you can see, we've got a nice green blade, so it looks really nice, but let's see what our balance point is. Because for some of us that really like to spin this around, that can make a huge difference. Wow. It was really easy to find this time. That is about 2.5 inches. So not too bad. 2.5 inches in front of the emitter. Now, the only things that I notice with this that may possibly affect the way it performs in the Crucible itself, there are going to be a couple of things that you may have heard me mention on a couple of the other Sabers that I've reviewed. And that's going to be the battery pack here is very loose. I mean, it just comes right out. Now again, this is a stunt saber, no soundboard, no sound fonts to go over this time around. As you notice, it's got the guarded switch here instead of a silver or black AV switch, which would be really nice on this. And once again, oh come on, there it is. The LED module is not secured. If this one actually survives, I'm thinking about using this one as an experiment. I might consider drilling and tapping a hole back here to put in another blade retention screw just to hold in the LED module. I get the feeling that would actually improve the stability quite a bit. Otherwise, you actually have to rely on the blade to hold everything back, and I'm not a big fan of that. Also, with the blade plug in here, this has 2 rows of small drilled in windows. Well, with the blade plug sitting all the way in, and this is a standard Ultrasabers blade plug, only one of those sets of windows light up. So we're going to see what happens on the drop test. We may be pleasantly surprised. Or it could be one of the first portions to fail. But as you've seen with other Ultrasabers blades, we went ahead and got a heavy grade blade. Just to make certain that we don't have what happened in this video happen again. We used a mid-grade blade on that, and so this should fare a little bit better. But until then, the next time you see this blade, or this hilt, it'll be in the Crucible. And we'll see exactly how well the Liberator can liberate itself from the danger it will find itself in. Until then, I'll see you in the Crucible. This is Nick Nitro, and I am Lord of the Crucible. If you've enjoyed today's video, by all means go ahead and click on the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to hear about new videos coming out. If you also want to help us out a little bit more directly, go ahead and check out our Patreon page and the link down below. Thank you very much, and until next time, the Crucible has spoken.